XRP did have a good day yesterday. Despite the chop in the crypto market, despite the ups and downs, we did in fact finish with a green day. And lo and behold, today has started off on the same note. We've actually set a slightly higher high. And what we're seeing is XRP really continue on this breakout and has a real opportunity of extending. In fact, there is a buy signal that just flashed for XRP that we do need to have a discussion about, as well as another hit piece trying to hold XRP back. All that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So looking at XRP currently, you guys can see we're building a very distinct trend, and that is up and to the right. Since our drop that we experienced all the way back here on April 7th, we've done a great job of bouncing back and showing strength. And this is what you want to see from XRP right now. Now, I will say BTC over the last 48 hours or so has just kind of trended sideways, hasn't really made any major movements one way or the other. And that's okay, because what we're seeing right now is BTC dominance on the drop. Right now, it's at a very crucial point. It's fighting this 50-day moving average, but this longer term trend is a much, much bigger deal. And if it does fall through here, that is where things can start heating up. XRP can start making a few more extended runs. Now, understand that this isn't the end all be all. We still need to see consistent fundamentals. We still need to see removal of supply from exchanges. We need to see whales holding. There was, in fact, a whale that did do some unloading over the last 24 to 48 hours or so, but that hasn't really mattered and hasn't really held XRP price back. Now, I did find something interesting from Ali Charts, and what he said is the super trend indicator has just flashed a buy signal for XRP. So this is a very good sign. All right. Now, in fact, there was something that I was playing with too. This also flashed a buy signal for XRP. Just saying, I'm working on some stuff, guys. I'm trying to put some important things together. But what I do want to show here as well is the Bollinger Bands, which I don't look at terribly often. What I found is very interesting is that XRP is pushing through the top of this trend. And the last several times it has done this, it has had some pretty significant runs to the upside. One was actually here in January. We obviously had that breakout extension on the announcement surrounding RLUSD. And then obviously all the way back here on, let me get rid of this, all the way back here on, oh gosh, what was that? The early part of November, where we obviously went on our new administration pump, we'll call it, right? So all signs are actually looking pretty darn good for XRP and Ripple currently, and we'll obviously see what happens as we go through the weekend. I'm still expecting quite a bit of chop right now. We're kind of, again, in that SOS phase across the crypto market on our Wyckoff accumulation models, and we're looking for basically the beginning of that next extension. This is like we talked about yesterday, what could lead XRP again into price discovery and some pretty impressive price performance yet again. Now, what I do want to talk about just briefly is actually another hip piece that came out. So this actually says Ripple played Trump to pump XRP. Now he's cutting ties. And this is just an alleged female employee of Brian Ballard's lobbying company that drafted the Truth Social post that was telling Trump to include XRP in the strategic crypto reserve. And then now he's backed off, and they couldn't even get a confirmation or a discussion from Ripple on this. And guys, you're going to see a lot of articles like these. I don't know if people remember when the market was booming in the early part of November or even the early part of 2024. There were different hit pieces that came out about assets throughout the crypto space because they want to redirect your capital. They want to move it to other projects. Okay. You're going to see this time and time again. And the biggest thing I would say is do your research. Don't fall for some of this biased reporting, and just always make sure you're aware of what's going on in the crypto space. Now, I'm trying to keep this video just a little bit shorter, but I would not be surprised if we do get some chop. We could see things get a little bit lively. What I will say, and I wish I still had this pulled up here. What we have, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. What we have seen is a lot of shorts actually come back to the crypto market, and if volume stays high and we do actually see a little bit of these liquidations take place, we could get obviously an explosion in price, a nice move to our next level. XRP, although yesterday it was at very even, consistent level, almost a 1.0 long short ratio, we've seen shorts step back in and try to suppress the crypto market once again. They're betting that, oh, because it's the weekend, because it's low volume, we're going to drop. Well, that hasn't always worked out for them, and it may not work out here again. We could have some announcements surrounding trade deals, but the big thing I would say is next week, as volume increases, when we get to the CPI report, that could be another pivotal moment for the crypto market. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this wasn't too choppy. I was definitely losing it as time was going on here, but have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.